Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're listening or watching. Welcome to August 2024's astrology reading. Thank you all for being here. Happy August. We've got a lot to talk about. We have a lot going on, and we are already almost halfway through the month, which is kind of crazy because we are almost not even halfway. We're more than halfway through the year of 2024. This year's gone by kind of fast, which is quite interesting. I'm available for personal readings, by the way. If you're new to my channel, I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, and astrologer, as well as a medium. You have to let me catch my breath a little bit because I just got back from the gym and running errands. So I've got my Slurpee here to help me get back my blood sugar levels, child, and also to cool me down internally because it's hot here in Virginia. So, I hope you all are doing well. Thank you all for listening and watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And once again, remember that I am available for personal readings, so do not hesitate to reach out. You can text me at 703-791-9162, or you can visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. This is my website. So let me go ahead and show you. This is my website, so once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. You can also go right to the store section. This is where you would go to view the rates, services, products, classes, and different things I offer. I do offer email readings, phone readings, video recorded readings, past life readings, mediumship readings, candles, birth chart readings, transit birth chart readings, individual compatibility birth chart readings. I sell merch and so much more. So definitely check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, for all things spiritual. And also, horoscopes are on my second YouTube channel. So this is my second YouTube channel, Lamarr Townsend Official. Definitely go check out your horoscopes. This is my second channel where I do readings, that I don't post on my main channel, but I also do story times and many different types of things, cooking videos. All right, so definitely check out that for anything spiritual. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the astrology of August 2024. I have the chart pulled up, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So here we have the chart for August 2024. It is currently August 12th. I do not have the location set for anywhere specific. Currently it is 6:17 p.m. Actually 6:25 p.m. And yeah. So this is the natal chart that we have going on generally for the current season that we're in of August 2024. Now, if you didn't know, right as we speak, we are currently in a Mercury retrograde. We have a currently Mercury retrograde in Virgo. All right, so Mercury rules Virgo. Mercury deals with communication, the mind, intellect. Mercury also deals with local travel, local affairs, things of this nature. Virgo, in particular, is associated with your work, your job, your daily routine. Virgo is associated with your sense of self improvement, your sense of organization. However, when we have Mercury retrograde in Virgo, all of those things can go haywire. I also do want to note that Virgo is associated with your health. So, a lot of people could be falling off of their health routines at this time. A lot of people could be falling out of their routines just in general at this time. It's possible also that we fall out of routines during a Mercury retrograde in order for those routines to be reassessed, all right, and readjusted possibly. So a lot of times, even though Mercury retrograde, can bring a lot of like faultiness and a lot of issues, a lot of those issues and faultiness actually come to light for us to reassess and readjust. So think of it that way. Mercury retrograde in Virgo could definitely show issues in the workplace, all right? So a lot of you could have issues in the workplace, particularly with communication. Communication could be an issue just in general at this time with Mercury retrograde in Virgo, all right? Particularly with timeliness and things of this nature. There also could be issues with boundaries. The opposite of Virgo is Pisces. Pisces can at times have a little bit of issues with boundaries, but with Mercury retrograde in Virgo, expect people to not be aware of always, your boundaries, or, maybe you might not always be aware of other people's boundaries. So just try to be alert and aware. We also have Mercury retrograde currently conjunct Venus in Virgo. All right, so Venus in Virgo, Venus is about relationships, one-on-one relationships, business partnerships. It's the Venus rules marriage. Venus is also self-love, so our relationship with ourselves. Um, Venus and Venus and Virgo is about kind of predictability, relationships that are predictable, relationships that are, I'm trying to look for the word predictable. Venus and Virgo is about meaning what you say, saying what you mean, sticking to your promises and things of this nature. Venus and Virgo is very much sticking to the plan, right? However, when we've got Venus and Virgo conjunct Mercury retrograde in Virgo, the plans, something about the plans is most likely going to go haywire. It's possible that everything is going perfect and suddenly it just starts to pour rain out of nowhere, and like that's the wrench in your plans kind of thing. So just kind of have a sense of going with the flow, particularly in relationships, particularly when it comes to like platonic relationships, friendships, marriage, dates, meetings, and stuff like that. If something pops up, just go with the flow. Try not to get too upset. It's Mercury retrograde, right? Well, of course, in Leo season, so we've got Sun in Leo. All right, so Leo is about charisma. Leo is about acting. So a lot of people could be putting on airs at this time. A Leo can be a little bit of attention seeking energy, so that could be out there as well. Leo is also about, of course, creativity, self expression, our purpose in life, our connection to our higher self as well. So at this time, the best thing is to focus on that connection that you have with your higher self to remain grounded. All right, because we've got a lot of energy going on. Okay, we've got Lilith in Libra. We've got a lot of air energy going on. We've got Lilith in Libra. We've also got Venus in Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini, and Mars in Gemini. So we've got a lot of Gemini energy. Gemini, of course, can be very changeable, very adaptable. So once again, that further proves the need to go with the flow, to have a sense of going with the flow about you, to have a sense of being adaptable, because things will change. People will change their minds. The plans will change, the times will change. It's just the energy we're dealing with right now. All right. We've also got Uranus and Taurus still. Uranus has been in Taurus for quite a few years now. We've got North Node retrograde in Aries. We've got Neptune retrograde in Pisces. And we also have Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So not only do we have Mercury retrograde, we've got Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Pluto is about change, transformation, evolution, and growth. So we're kind of in a frustrating state right now where there's definitely things most likely that a lot of us want to change about our circumstances or about ourselves, but we could be meeting up against a lot of resistance at this time, whether it's the people around us, the groups, the communities that we're a part of. Once again, maybe the group, we need to reassess the groups or the environments that we're a part of and start working towards the long-term goal of getting out of those environments and finding better environments, finding better groups. What's interesting is Aquarius is mainly ruled by Uranus, which is of course associated with working amongst groups of people, working amongst communities, your friends, acquaintances, social groups, your social network, humanitarianism. But Aquarius is also co-ruled by Saturn, and of course Saturn is about long-term goals, long-term aspirations. It's Saturn is associated with time, our career, professional destiny, status in society. So there is an element of being conscious of time and maybe a need to be patient when it comes to Aquarius, particularly Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. We also have Saturn, speaking of Saturn, retrograde in Pisces. We also have Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Now, Neptune rules Pisces, but it's interesting because we've got Neptune retrograde in Pisces, Saturn retrograde in Pisces, technically in opposition to Venus in Virgo and Mercury retrograde in Virgo. That gives further weight to there's definitely boundary issues at this time. All right, this is a time where it's going to be really important for you to respect other people's boundaries, but for also other people to respect your boundaries at this time as well. So enforce your boundaries. I've been doing a lot of readings where that's come up too, where it's like there's a need for you to like enforce your boundaries verbally, enforce them also spiritually. Do your protection rituals, do your, cleansings and things of that nature. Mercury retrograde in Virgo in opposition to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Saturn is your career, your professional destiny, your status in society. This definitely would show issues in the workplace. All right. This definitely could be workplace politics being an issue. This definitely could be, workplace enemies being an issue, or, frenemies and that type of energy. All right. Long standing frenemies and enemies and long standing issues in particular could, come to heads, at this time. We also have Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Neptune is our need for privacy and solitude, right? So it's a really good time if you can have any sense of privacy and solitude. Take heed in that. Take peace in that. All right. Maintain your peace. Maintain your solitude. It's necessary at this time. All right. Neptune retrograde is once again definitely issues with boundaries. This could be boundaries, other people who have boundaries, not only with others but with themselves as well. Sometimes we have to have boundaries with ourselves. Sometimes we have to tell ourselves, "Hey, you need to chill out. You need to calm down." Like boundaries are key at this time, all right? Overstepping boundaries could get you in trouble, could get others in trouble. All right, in whatever way that means, okay? We also have moons currently in Scorpio. Now, the moon changes zodiac signs quite often, but that moon in Scorpio definitely brings an intensity. All right. So it's important to note that we also have a full moon coming up on the 19th. So let's kind of skip to the 19th or close to the 19th and see what we've got going on. All right. So we're at the 18th. Let's just go ahead in one day and go to the 19th, to be honest with you. All right, so on the 19th, we have a full moon. The full moon is happening in Aquarius. And as you can see, we've got the moon in Aquarius. Now, the moon in Aquarius is technically still conjunct Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So Pluto is about change, transformation, death, an ending of one thing and a new beginning of something new. All right, so there's going to be that reflection of what needs to change, what needs to end in your life, particularly emotionally, particularly with maybe your living situation, your family, your home, any communities or social groups you're a part of. This also includes the people you work with. Like, what needs to change, what needs to transform, because once Pluto goes direct, that's what you need to focus on changing and transforming. All right, so really intense energy with this full moon, but it is still a really good time for you to put your intentions out there for change and transformation. We've got to also remember that Aquarius, being ruled by Uranus, Uranus is about radical change. Uranus is about unexpected changes, right? So this full moon energy that we have around the 19th could bring about, some radical and unexpected changes, whether that be good or bad. Sometimes change comes in and it's experienced as a bad thing, but once we get over to the other side, we look back and realize the change was actually for good in the bigger grand scheme of things, right? So just some things to think about. We've still got Saturn retrograde in Pisces, Neptune retrograde in Pisces, North Node retrograde in Aries. North Node is the blueprint for why we come into this lifetime, what we're meant to achieve. The South Node would be past life habits and things of this nature. So North Node in Aries is about leadership. It's about divine masculinity, war, things of this nature. However, the South Node would be in Libra. Libra is all about self-love, self-care. It's about forming relationships with others. It's about equality, justice, and things of this nature, right? So this is kind of the energy we're in. But the interesting thing is, of course, Aries and Libra are both polar opposites. So this kind of does bring a sense of chaos as well. Um, Aries, North Node retrograde in Aries would also technically be in opposition to Lilith and Libra over here as well. Lilith is kind of the shadow side of one's personality as well. So I don't know. The energy could be tense. The energy could be a little bit violent. All right. So just be careful. Mind your P's and Q's. Don't test people. Don't start none, won't be none. All right. Uranus is still in Taurus. We've still got a lot of this Gemini energy over here. Vertex, which deals with fate. Mars, which is about, going after what we want in life, how we approach, the things we want in life, how we go about getting the things we want in life, how we express our raw energy. Mars and Gemini is very changeable, very adaptable. They'll, also can be contradictory. Mars and Gemini can do one thing and say another, say one thing and do another, right? So, once again, it definitely could be a time of flakiness. It definitely could be a time of a little bit of inconsistency, especially with Mars. Um, and Gemini being conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter's actually the polar opposite of Gemini. It's the polar opposite of Mercury. So Jupiter in Gemini is actually not the best placement. It can actually be really limiting when it comes to luck. It can be really limiting when it comes to opportunities. It can also be like taking on opportunities but not having all the information, or thinking you're taking on a good opportunity but it turns out to not be what you thought it was, or it turns out to be too good to be true. So be careful of those too good to be true kind of things during this time. We've got still Mercury retrograde in Leo by the 19th. So Mercury is still retrograde, unfortunately. Conjunct the Sun in Leo. So by the 19th, though, Mercury is retrograde in Leo. So we've also got this conjunct Sun in Leo. So definitely attention-seeking behavior could be prominent around the 19th. Um, and attention seeking behavior can show up in many different forms. A lot of people think, when it comes to that energy with Leo, it's like, someone who is like on a stage and just wants all eyes on them. No, attention seeking behavior can come in the form of trolling. Attention seeking behavior can come in the form of bullying, right? Someone that bullies you wants attention from you, right? It's negative attention, but attention nonetheless. So be mindful of that, especially when we've got Mercury retrograde. All right. Venus is in Virgo, still in opposition to Saturn retrograde in Pisces and Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So, you know, relationships could like get a little intense during this time. It's okay to have put some space between you and other people and to like sit in your solitude. That's okay. Like it doesn't mean that you don't love that person any less and they don't love you any less. It's sometimes we just need space as human beings and individuals to work out our feelings, to work out our energies. And I think that's what's going to happen around the 19th, all right? Especially we've got the full moon, that intense energy coupled with the Mercury retrograde we still have going on by that time. So be mindful, don't be alarmed if you kind of need your space around that time. Let's go towards the end of the month. Around the 25th of August, Mercury is still in retrograde in Leo. However, the sun will be in Virgo. So, of course, by the 25th, we'll be in Virgo season. Sun in Virgo will be conjunct Venus in Virgo. So this actually could be good luck, good energy, particularly when it comes to work, money, finances, relationships getting better around that time. But we still do have this energy in opposition to Saturn retrograde in Pisces and Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So boundaries probably will be continue to be an issue towards the end of the month. All right, as long as we're in Virgo season and that energy is in opposition to this Neptune and Saturn energy, that's going to be an issue. All right, so Moon is in Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus, Vertex is in Cancer. All right, so fate shows up around family, home, energy. And we've still got Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Let's see what things are looking like towards the end of the month. We're at August 31st, and Mercury is finally direct. All right, so let's see when Mercury goes direct officially. So it looks like a Mercury goes officially direct around the 29th. All right. Yep, so Mercury goes direct around the 29th. So by the end of August, by the 31st, Mercury will officially be direct in Leo, which will also be conjunct Moon in Leo. So that'll be some intense energy, but expect some important communication possibly coming through around that time. We've got Sun in Virgo, still in opposition to Neptune retrograde in Pisces, Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So boundaries will still be an issue, but you've also got to be mindful of your boundaries and others. All right. Um, We've got Venus in Libra, Lilith in Libra. So this could be a little bit of a time of like relationships, and cheating energy. Be careful with that, all right? We've got Jupiter in Gemini still. So don't once again, don't fall for the too good to be true energy. All right, do your research. As long as Jupiter is in Gemini, do your research. And Jupiter is in Gemini for the majority, for the rest of August 2021. All right, so it's a lot going on in August, child, but it is what it is. This is the energy we are dealing with, and we've just got to protect our energy. I'm available for candles. I will say one thing I've been doing that's been working quite well for me is I've just been consistently, like, keeping candles lit for myself. All right. So, once again, do your protection candles, do your cleansing candles, and stuff like that. And you should be good. All right. But boundaries, 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 boundaries. All right. With self and others. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. Love and light. God bless. Happy August.
Psychic with a T, the psychic with the T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with the T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me.